How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is the New York Jets Madden 20 franchise, and it is week 8 today. The Jets are returning home after losing a close one last week in Kansas City. They're starting a 3-game homestand today against the Denver Broncos. Week 8 also marks the trade deadline. There is some interest in cornerback Pierre Desir, who is 29 years old and not seeing the field a lot for us, so I tried to improve on the Colts' offer of a 4th-round pick in the upcoming draft. They wouldn't budge, so we swapped Desir for their 4th. That's the only move we make at the trade deadline. Injured wide receiver Caaash is eligible to return this week, but the doctors are suggesting that he sit out another week or two. I'm in no hurry to rush him back against a 1-5 Denver Broncos team. Denver lost last week 35-28 against Green Bay. Jerry Jeudy caught 2 touchdowns, so we'll see how our pass defense fares this week after getting shredded by Mahomes last week. Zuerlein's kick sailing out the back of the end zone, so Drew Lock and the Denver offense will start on their own 25. The Broncos are missing star running back Melvin Gordon for several weeks, so the pressure will be on Drew Lock with 13 touchdowns and 5 picks on the season to help move this offense down the field. He'll start under center, 3 wide receivers, and Rashad Penny in the backfield. Play action on the first play. Time for Lock. Looking to the left side, and the catch is made by Courtland Sutton at the 40. It's a gain of 15. The Denver offensive line last year gave up the 2nd most sacks in the league. Their tackles really struggled. But the Jets have also struggled to put consistent pressure on quarterbacks this season. Lock takes a 2nd and 6 snap from the shotgun. Rashad Penny to his left, and the handoff will go to Penny, juking his way but not getting a whole lot. Kel Kohler the first one there at the 44-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 6. 2 tight ends in the game. Lock under center. He's back to pass. 4-man rush. Time for Lock. Looking to the right side. The catch is made by Jerry Jeudy. It's a gain of 22. That will set up the Broncos on the 34-yard line. Bunch formation to the left. Hand off to Penny. Cutting his way up the left side and meeting Marcus May at the 25-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 2. Again, under center is Lock. Another handoff to Penny, testing at left side, and he's met close to the sticks. Quinion Williams denies him the first. It'll be 3rd and 1. Lock in the shotgun, 3 tight ends on the field. Motioning Penny out left. This is an interesting formation. As Lock takes a snap just before he runs out of time, the quick throw to Jake Butt, who breaks a tackle and is taken down inside the 15. Lock starting 4 of 4 for 51 yards. A first down run doesn't get them much. Here's a handoff to Bernstein, who juked his way inside the 10. A great run down to the 5. It's a gain of 9 for the rookie to make it 3rd and 1. Lock back to pass. Looking to the left side. There's the catch made by Jake Butt. He got 1 yard. That's all he needed. It's goal to go Denver at the 4. Trotting out Royce Freeman and 3 tight ends. It's a heavy set for the Broncos. A toss to the right side. And Freeman is met in the backfield. Bradley McDougald on the stop. It's 2nd and goal. Back at the 10. 4 wide for Lock. He surveys the field hard count and hands it off to Penny, who breaks 1 tackle but won't get much. 3rd and goal upcoming from the 7. The Broncos have been trying to establish the run with limited success. Just 13 yards on 5 carries for Penny as he's motioned out here on 3rd and goal. Lock alone in the shotgun. He takes the snap and looks to the right side of the end zone and knocked away. Bradley McDougald saving the touchdown. Good range there by the veteran safety, and the Broncos will be forced to kick a field goal. Sam Darnold threw 2 interceptions in the loss last week. He now leads the league with 10, but he's been playing better as of late, and this is a Denver defense that hasn't been playing up to expectations so far this season. They bring 5 on 2nd and 7. Short throw to Doxson, who makes a move and is taken down after a gain of 16. Doxson getting snaps in place of the injured Caaash. As we take a look at this Denver defense. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb are still two of the best pass rushers in the game. They added Fred Griffin in the draft, and Bryce Callahan and A.J. Bouye joined Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson in the secondary. Here's a 2nd and 7. Darnold with time rolling to his left. He's chased by Griffin, and down he goes. No one was open downfield, and Griffin collects the sack to make it 3rd and 10. Fred Griffin is a highly touted prospect out of Washington State. He can do it all, as now Darnold under pressure on 3rd and 10. Fires over the middle for Duxton. Great throw and an even better catch in traffic. Darnold crushed as he threw, but the Jets will get a big first down. Here's 1st and 10. And I'm going to Bell, and not a whole lot of room for him on his 2nd carry of the day. It will be 2nd and 6. Again under center, deep play action for Darnold. Looking to the end zone for Crowder. It's intercepted! Kareem Jackson with a great play on the ball. Darnold forcing that one to his star wide receiver, and it doesn't work out. It's pick number 11, and the Broncos will take over on their own 20-yard line. Drew Lock back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got all day, firing to the right side, and the catch is made for a gain of 3. One play later, it's 3rd and 7. Already under a minute to go in the first quarter as Locke goes to the air. Over the middle, there's Bird. He's wide open and taken down at the 44. A lapse in coverage there allows Denver to move the sticks, and it's 1st and 10 Broncos. Bunch formation to the right, handoff goes to Penny, and he's tackled by Levi Wallace after a gain of about 2. And that's it for the first quarter. Just 2.5 possessions so far here. It's 2nd and 8 Denver on their own 46. Lock in the shotgun, he's back to pass. Quick throw over the middle for Fant, and the catch will be made in New York territory to make it 3rd and 2. Strong I formation, and it'll run a stretch to the right side, and Penny falls ahead, and he will have first down yardage. Looked like an extra effort there, plus a little James Delgado pushing him in the correct direction is enough to move the sticks. Lock back to pass on 1st and 10, and time runs out. Everyone was covered down the field. It's Vince Beagle showing he's not slowed down by the injury he sustained last week, and that will lead to a 3rd and 13. Bunch formation on the right side. Lock with time. All day for Lock. Now he uncorks the deep ball to the end zone. It's caught! Noah Fant, and that will be a touchdown for the Broncos. 47 yards, and Denver's out to a 2-score lead here. That's what Noah Fant can bring to your offense. He's got the size and the speed to stretch the field, and it looks like McDougall was just a little bit late getting over there as Denver goes up 10-0. Here is Darnold back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got time. Now Chubb encroaching, and he's intercepted a 2nd time. Back-to-back interceptions. Bryce Callahan coming away with that one, as that was just a poor read by Darnold. And Denver with a chance to really add to their lead here. Here's Penny. He's got his best run of the day to the 33-yard line, a gain of 11. And Denver's already in field goal range here. Not a good look for the Jets here so far. They're getting trounced on both sides of the ball as Penny gets a carry to the right side, juking his way to about the 29-yard line. It's a tackle made by Xavier McKinney at the 29. 2nd and 6. Here's Royce Freeman up the middle, and he's tackled by Kohler and Mosley at the 24. 3rd and 1. Freeman again in the game. He's the power back here for Denver. He'll get the call and accelerates into space inside the 10. Just 1 to beat. He breaks a tackle and is taken down at the 4. It's a gain of 20 yards for the bruising running back. And it'll be 1st and goal Denver. Knocking on a 3-score lead here. Lock under center. He motions in his receiver, Judy. Tosses out to the right, and the tackle is made. Strong play there by Xavier McKinney at the 11. We're seeing a lot more big nickel from the Jets this week as they rotate Stephen Donnelly into the game at safety. Lock off play action to the end zone, and that's a dangerous pass. Wallace nearly had his 4th. Instead, it's 3rd and goal. Lock to the air on third down. Interior pressure arriving. Hill check that one to the left sideline and is out of bounds as Denver is forced to settle for a field goal on their second red zone trip. Jets need to get something going on offense. Sam Darnold interceptions have killed their last two drives, but their running game isn't really getting going here early either. It's 3rd and 8. Lock in the shotgun. Le'Veon Bell to his right. Broncos bring 4, and it gets there, and Herndon won't have enough for the first down. A good second effort on a bad throw by Darnold. That will be a 3-and-out for the Jets. Broncos take over on their own 18. Jets show double-A gap pressure. They bring it, and Quinnen Williams blows up the delayed give in the backfield. Rashad Penny going backwards, and it's 2nd and 14. The Jets are looking for something to go right here. Their defense needs to start making some plays. As the pass to the right side, Judy, he turns upfield. He got around Millette and is taken down after a gain of 21. 160 yards through the air for Drew Lock, and we haven't even reached halftime yet. 2nd and 5. A delayed give goes to Penny. He breaks a couple of tackles, stumbling his way to the 49. A great run there to move the sticks for the Broncos. They would like to add to their lead here inside 3 minutes in the first half. Lock back to pass. He'll find Judy again to move the sticks. Denver on the move inside New York territory as we reach the 2-minute warning. 13-0 is your score. Not a lot going offensively for the Jets, and their defense has spent the majority of the first half on the field. Here's the throw to the right side, and the catch is made by Judy. He's now matched up with Levi Wallace. As that'll be another first down for Denver. Lock to the left side. The catch is made by Fant, and he'll be tackled inbounds at the 16. As Denver's third trip to the red zone, they now face a 3rd and 2. Time for Lock, firing to the left side, and the catch is made as Cortland Sutton on the grab, and it'll be 1st and goal Denver from the 8. Empty set for Lock on 1st and goal, 5 wide as he's back to pass. Jets bring 4. Lock with time to the right side, and he's intercepted! C.J. Mosley on the return, and he's tripped up at the 11. The Jets defense coming through huge here inside a minute in the first half as they keep points off the board, and New York still in this one. So now a chance for the offense to make some plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Darnold going empty on first down. 6-man rush, looking to the left side quickly, and the catch is made by Perryman. That's just Darnold's 4th completion of the first half here. The Jets offense hasn't had the ball very much. Here's 2nd and 2 over the middle for Le'Veon Bell as Darnold missed a couple of wide open receivers deep. The Jets spend their first timeout. The ball is on their own 31-yard line. Still a ways to go to get within field goal range. This time Darnold with Le'Veon Bell to his left in the shotgun, directing traffic on 1st and 10. Another blitz from the Broncos underneath, and the catch is made by Doxson, bounces off one tackler and doesn't get much. So some conservative throws here by Darnold. He's got 2 interceptions already, and it's 3rd and 5. New York with only 1 timeout. They need a chunky yards on this play as Darnold throws this one out of bounds. Another risky pass. That will take us to halftime with the score 13-0. Jets aren't getting much done offensively. Darnold hasn't looked comfortable, and their running game isn't getting going. Meanwhile, the Broncos have piled up almost 300 yards of total offense. Elsewhere around the league, it's a battle of second-year quarterbacks. Tagovailoa winning that duel right now, while the 6-0 Packers are out to a big lead against the 4-2 Vikings. They're looking like the best team in the NFC at this point. The Broncos are getting it done on both sides of the ball. They force a couple of turnovers. They're out to a 2-score lead. Drew Lock is playing really well with the exception of his red zone interception, as it's a tall order for the Jets to claw their way back into this one with the way they've been playing. New York starts the second half with the ball. Darnold will hand it off to Le'Veon Bell, who's got one of his few running lanes on the day. There's a gain of about 8, and it'll make it 3rd and inches. Jets had the ball for just over 6 minutes in the first half as they really lost the time of possession battle against Denver as they're trying to slow things down. Here's a good run for Le'Veon Bell, just his 5th carry on the day. That will give the Jets a fresh set of downs. Here's a handoff to Willie Sparks. He hits the hole, cuts to the left, weaves his way back to the right, and hits the gas. Sparks in a foot race, and he will go the distance. 57 yards for the rookie. He had 2 touchdown carries a week ago, and now he breaks off the longest run for the Jets all season. Untouched, 57 yards to the house. It's a 4-play, 72-yard drive, as the Jets are on the board 13-7 with just over 11 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That's the spark this offense needed as the defense takes the field trying to hold Denver to their 13 points. And there's a nice run stop, Eric Armstead and CJ Mosley to make it 3rd and 9. Locke out of the shotgun. A blitz is broad. Mollett bounces off Locke, but the time runs out. Arthur Mollett, the first one there. Vince Beagle and James Delgado combining to take down Locke as the defense forces a 3-and-out and gets the ball back to Sam Darnold. Here's a first down run for Le'Veon Bell that will be stopped by Von Miller. And it looks like Alexander Johnson is shaken up for the Broncos. He'll be checked out in the locker room. So an already weak middle linebacker position for the Broncos gets even worse. Here's 3rd and 8 with time. Darnold floating this to the right sideline, and the catch is made by Jamison Crowder. It's just his first reception on the day. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter as he will get the first down for the Jets. Here's another shotgun handoff for Sam Darnold as he'll give it to Le'Veon Bell, spinning his way across midfield to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5 to make it 3rd and 4. Willie Sparks checks in. Blitz brought by Denver, and Darnold felt the pressure. This one is off the mark, and the offense will sputter out. But here's a 63-yard attempt. Greg Zuerlein wind a little bit at his back as the kick is up and off the crossbar. So Zuerlein comes up inches short of tying the NFL record, as Denver will take over with excellent field position. They're already in New York territory by virtue of that missed field goal. Here's a delayed give to Penny, and he's met. James Delgado coming alive on defense as they've cracked down the last several possessions. Denver's red zone turnover really started a change here, a shift in momentum, as now the crowd getting into it, as a false start will make it 2nd and 19. As Locke heads again to the air, looking to the left side, and it's intercepted! Blitzon Austin's first career interception could not have come at a better time for the Jets. He's dropped so many in his 2 years so far, and he's just been in position to make plays. It was bound to happen at some point, and it will give the Jets the ball at their own 48-yard line. Here's a 2nd down handoff to Willie Sparks, a little bit less impressive than his last run. It will gain 2 and make it 3rd and 8. Darnold directing traffic on 3rd down as he goes down. Von Miller gets around the edge. You knew it was going to happen sooner or later. It's his 30th tackle on the season, and the Denver defense getting a stop. So both defenses settling into the game here. Here's a 2nd and 2 as Penny is close to the marker. They say he got it, and that will be a first down after a gain of 0. It's 2nd and 10. Penny slipping a tackle, and again not getting much here. 22 carries, but less than 60 yards for the running back. It's 3rd and 8 Denver from their own 19. Play action for Locke. He's got all day, and now a man wide open. It's Bird, tackled out of bounds by Stephen Donnelly at the 47. There's a big conversion for the Denver Broncos. They've been held scoreless this half, as it is Locke again to the air on 1st down. Short check down to Penny will get about 6. As a 3rd and 2 is upcoming. Jets are crowding the line. Royce Freeman in the game. And his play action, it doesn't matter. The Jets weren't fooled with Marcus May on the sack. And the defense gets a big stop there, as the Denver Broncos will be forced to punt. Here's LaMarcus Albert in the game, taking a look at a stacked box. He's actually back to pass and steps up in the pocket, and down he goes. Everyone was covered downfield. Jarrell Casey and Bradley Chubb combining to take down the rookie at the end of the third quarter. Here's a 3rd and 15, 4 wide for Darnold. He's back to pass, pressure incoming. He fires down the field. There's Jamison Crowder to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 22, and the Jets with a huge 3rd down conversion as they need to get something going here on offense. Here's a quick strike to Doxton, who can't hang on through the contact. This Denver Broncos defense has shown up to play today in a way they haven't at other points throughout the season. That will make it 2nd and 10. Willie Sparks alone back. He'll cut to the left side and will drag Josie Jewell ahead to the 39. It's a gain of about 6, and it will be 3rd and 3. 5-man rush, and the quick slant to Brashad Perryman will move the sticks as the Jets offense appears to be somewhat simplified here in the second half. A lot of quick, easy reads for Darnold and a lot of runs, as here is Sparks not getting much, maybe to the line of scrimmage. As I said before, this Denver defense is playing at a very high level today. They've held the Jets to just 7 points. And here's a 3rd and 9. 5 wide for Darnold. He's got time. Pressure incoming, and he fires up the seam. There's Brashad Perryman to the 30-yard line. A huge conversion for the Jets as they continue to make plays on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10, play action. Darnold with time, firing for Griffin. That pass off the mark and knocked away by Josie Jewell. Another 3rd down for the Jets. They need 5 on this conversion as Darnold to the air, fire short for Herndon, who's got the 1st down and more. Tackled at the 12 as Justin Simmons is not in time to make a play on the ball. After an encroachment penalty, it's 1st and 5. Darnold oddling doesn't like what he sees from the defensive front. He'll hand it off to Le'Veon Bell, who cuts his way, redirecting and taken down at the 3. A little bit of running into Jamison Crowder there may have prevented a score. It's 2nd and 1. Darnold under pressure to the right side. There's a wide open Jamison Crowder. It's a New York touchdown. A toe-tapping catch by the number 1 wide receiver as we get a great angle of this one. Look at how he drags the feet. That is a touchdown confirmed by the pylon cam. It's a 14-play, 84-yard drive for the Jets. They had their hiccups, but they've got their first lead of the day. And now it's up to the defense to make some plays here, with Denver's offense struggling to find consistency in the 4th quarter. Here's Locke checking it short for Cortland Sutton, and that won't do it. It's a gain of just 2. The Jets defense has found their footing here at home. They've held Denver to just 13 points thus far, and they force another 3rd down, crowding the line. It's a fake fullback dive, and James Delgado read it perfectly, as did Kel Kohler. They combine to stop him in the backfield. It's another punt forced by the Jets defense. They haven't needed Sam Darnold to be great to take the lead in this one, and that's probably a good thing. He's having an up and down day, as they're going to throw the ball as little as possible. Here's a 2nd and 7, finding Jamison Crowder in space, a gain of 20, as the pass game is coming alive here for the Jets in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8, again firing short for Perryman, who slips out of a tackle, races across midfield, and is taken down at the 46. Darnold approaching 200 yards as they'd like to get the run game going here. We're inside 3 minutes as the handoff will go to Willie Sparks. He meets Justin Simmons, and now Sparks is hurt. He's in pain, clutching at that ankle or maybe the foot, as the entire crowd goes silent here at MetLife Stadium. Willie Sparks will limp off under his own power. His day is done. And there's a lot of concern on the sideline. Here's Le'Veon Bell picking up right where Sparks left off. That will be a 1st down carry for the Jets, as we get an update on Willie Sparks, and he's fractured his foot. That's a significant injury, as the rookie running back will definitely miss some time, more than just this game for sure. We're at the 2-minute warning. The Jets on the cusp of victory, as Le'Veon Bell fighting ahead for a gain of 9. Denver forced to start using timeouts here. 2nd and 1. Handoff goes to Bell, and he gets down. He lost the football! Recovered by the Jets at the 16. They mark it at the 15 after a review, as it will be up to Le'Veon Bell to carry the load here, and he's taken down for a loss. Denver out of timeouts. It's 3rd and 12. A first down will end it. We're just over a minute to go as a jet sweep to Perryman. He's got some speed and can't get to the edge. He's taken down at the 8. So the Jets will drain as much clock as possible before kicking the short field goal. Their lead is stretched to 4, which means Denver will need a touchdown if they want to win. Jets back off on 1st and 10. 19 seconds to go. Lock back to pass. Hail Mary on his way, and that is tipped and incomplete. Cortland Sutton had a chance to haul that one in. Instead, it's 2nd and 10, and we'll reset here. Jets dropping 8 into coverage this time. All day for Locke. He's under pressure, firing it down the field, converging on the ball, and that is knocked away. Several players in the vicinity. No one could come away with that one, as there's time for one more Hail Mary. Again, dropping 8 into coverage. Locke will get this one away. He fires, and that is tipped and intercepted. Arthur Maulet seals this one. He'll return it for a little bit, angling towards the sideline and taken down at the 25 as the clock expires. This game is over. A 17-13 victory for the Jets. They score 17 unanswered points and shut out the Broncos in the second half en route to their 4th victory of the season. It wasn't a pretty game, and to some fans it might not feel like much of a win. We'll get an update on how long Willie Sparks' injury is after the game here. But first, let's talk about the game itself. I was really struggling with Sam Darnold, and it wasn't necessarily all on him. The Broncos were playing tight coverage. They were getting a lot of interior pressure. Both guards had a really difficult time, and our run game, unless I was handing off to Willie Sparks, wasn't really getting going. Le'Veon Bell had less than 4 yards to carry. Our passing game was tough, and after the first 2 interceptions, I basically started simplifying the playbook for myself as much as possible. A lot of quick slants, easy reads, nothing downfield, because those 2 late throws both resulted in interceptions, and we only had the ball for like 6 minutes of the first half. So of the 26 minutes that were played. So there really needed to be a change in philosophy. So pass only when you have to, and run the ball and just try and slow the game down a little bit. So I think that worked pretty well for us in the second half. 17 points won't be enough to win most games, but our defense really clamped down after allowing those 13 points. The red zone interception by CJ Mosley was huge, keeping it a 2-score game at that point, and then ensuring that we weren't facing an even larger uphill battle, because we struggled to move the ball against the Denver's defense. They hadn't been playing well coming into this season, but they really showed up today, and even missing their top inside linebacker, Alexander Johnson, for a while, Josie Jewell showed up and made a lot of plays in the run and the pass. So impressed with this team's fight, especially with the way the defense really locked down the Denver Broncos offense in the second half. I was very impressed with that, and the offense doing just enough to win. We're going to need more than that against better teams. Denver's 1-6 now on the season, but we actually won the turnover battle today, and that's a big part of the reason why we won. Also, somehow we were 2 for 1 in the red zone. I'm not sure how that works, but we apparently were only in the red zone once, and we scored a touchdown and a field goal there. So I don't know if that was we got backed out of the red zone or what exactly happened, but regardless, it's a victory for the Jets, as we got some upgrades here. Rashad Perryman, I decided to go deep route with him just to capitalize on his strengths. Arthur Maulet also had an interception to seal the game today. I like him on the outside. I'm not sure if I want to bring him back next year, because he will be in his age 28 season, but he gets a nice boost here, as we do play a lot of zone coverage, so I decided to go with the zone cover scheme. I've been really impressed with Vince Beagle. He's second on the team in sacks, and he's getting consistent pressure from that right outside linebacker spot. That's not something we had last year. So we're currently 4-3 on the season. We're keeping pace with the rest of the AFC East, but the news on Willie Sparks' foot is not good. He'll be out for 8 weeks, which will keep him out for the rest of the regular season. So I place him on injured reserve here. It's a blow to our team. He's one of my most exciting young players on offense. We signed Anthony McFarland to take Willie Sparks' place on the roster, and we also signed Lawrence Cager from our practice squad. He'll be playing tight end, but only in shotgun formations where there's a tight end out on the field, basically being a third or a fourth wide receiver. So it's kind of me getting around Madden, forcing a tight end there. As we're 4-3, we are behind the Dolphins in the AFC East, but again, another week has gone by. There's still little to no separation between any of these teams, as it's a divisional battle next week. We take on the New England Patriots for the first time this season. I'm expecting our run game is going to have to come through big because they've got a really excellent secondary. Stephon Gilmore is the best cornerback in the game, and he can make plays. They've got Devin McCourty. They've got a really solid offensive line. Dante Hightower is still playing at a high level. Cam Newton brings a multi-dimensional focus to their offense, but I'm really excited for this game. I'm looking forward to seeing if our defense can continue their strong play like they exhibited in the second half of today's game, as well as seeing if our offense can reestablish its identity without top playmaker Willie Sparks. Losing him sucks, to be honest, but it's next man up in the NFL. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Every little bit counts at this point, and I really appreciate it. So have a good day, everyone.